So here in example 4 of this lesson, we're taking a given quotient of complex numbers and rewriting it so that it is in standard form. So we'll take this 2 plus 3i over 4 minus 2i and convert it so that it's in standard form. Standard form meaning that we're looking for a plus bi. So it's not that way right now, and so here we go. We take the numerator and just write it, 2 plus 3i. The denominator is 4 minus 2i, and we're going to multiply the top and bottom of this expression by the conjugate of the denominator, which is 4 plus 2i. So we'll put this in parentheses so that we can do 4 plus 2i and do the multiplication. Now notice what we're doing. We're multiplying by the equivalent of 1, so we're really not changing the value of the expression. So let's go ahead and do our multiplication. So in the numerator on top, we're going to do 2 times 4, which is 8. The outers is 2 times 2i, which is 4i. The inners gives me plus 3 times 4i, 3i times 4, which is 12i. And then finally the last, which is plus 3 times 2, which is 6, times I squared, 6i squared. Down below, we already know that that's a difference of squares. That's the trick that we're using. So we'll just go ahead and write that as 4 squared minus, and I'll put in parentheses, 2i squared. So remember, I squared is equal to the square root of negative 1 squared, so that makes it equal to negative 1 when we evaluate it. So we'll be using that information there, and so that makes 6i negative 6, because that's just basically 6 times negative 1. And same with 2i, that bottom part is going to end up being a 4. It's a negative 4, so it's negative negative makes that positive. So we get 4 squared, which is 16, plus 4. Let's see, we'll combine the rest of it. We've got 8 plus 16i minus 6. And so let's rewrite that. That whole thing on the top becomes 8 minus 6 is 2 plus 16i. The bottom is now 16 plus 4, which is 20. And now what we can do is we can actually just break this up into 2 over 20 plus 16i over 20. Let's see, that reduces the first part into 1 over 10, and the second part into 4/5. And then there's the I. So there it is. It's in standard form now. And that is our quotient of complex numbers rewritten to be represented in standard form.